What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323. I'm in my garage slash accumulator of everything with my Eastwood compressor. Sat here 2 or 3 years, never even hooked up. Well, finally got down to running a 220 line. The breaker's not on right now, and the line's not plugged in yet. So this is the outlet for the compressor that I got. This is for a 220. This is hot, this is hot, this is ground. This compressor is requiring 2 hots and a ground. So what this right here is the plug that I purchased from a big box store. Fits into that, but it got a black, a white, and a ground. So what I'm going to do is cut these off. I'm going to cut these off, and I'm going to tape that with a black tape or a red tape so everybody can know that's a 220 line. So this is where the connection is going to be made at, right here, up in here, I would venture to say, because that's where the motor cord is going to. It's a lockout in there. Alright, so let's try by taking the screw off right here, see what happens. Now, there's off on the top of the box. There's off and there's auto. I did unscrew the screw, and it comes right down. This just sits on that little plastic off and auto. There's a little plastic off and auto. That's all that sits down, so I'm not moving this. So I can just put it right back down, and it's right back on. Okay, what I will do is put this screw so I don't lose it. Okay. Now here's the connections here. Hot, hot. But where else do I put the ground? Here's a ground right here. You figured it would have gave me an extra thing for a ground. That's a little ground right in there. And then there's a hot and a hot, and they do give you the little connectors that you could squeeze on. So I'm going to leave those actually connected right there. And then I'll leave this connected right there. Sorry about the lighting here. Now these actually have some on it also, but they don't look like they're the same size fitting. Let's try and see. Okay, they might be. Let's go ahead and try that. Alright, so with the screw right here, you loosen the bottom part up right here, and then you could put your wire right in there. So I gotta try to get the ground finagled around. There's the ground, but I told you I was gonna tape it off so people could know that they're hot. They're both hot, so I was gonna tape it off. So I did tape it off, so they're both black wires. Okay, so they would go onto here, each one of them. Let me go get some pliers so I can, hopefully they'll fit, because if not, I would have to cut it. Oh, right on there, perfect, right on there. Comes from the store like that. Perfect, perfect, right on there. Look at that. How easy was that? Now I gotta finagle the ground one all the way down there. So I should be able to twist around and get it on there. But there's 2 hots right now, and it says to let it run for 30 minutes, and I'm glad because I don't have anything hooked up to it yet. So it says run for 30 minutes upon first starting. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let me get this ground on, and let me get it all buttoned up right here, and then we'll let it run for 30 minutes. How easy was that? The wires fit perfectly from the cord that you get from the big box store. I'll show you. The ground, I went around this way to come under right here. So you just get your screw off, put the cover on here. Heck, this is the hardest part, trying to get the cover. Oh, because the ground is back there. The ground is a little bit in the way. Alrighty. Now let me get this screwed on. I'm going to plug it in before I put the breaker on, and before I turn it on auto. It's on off right now. Alright, in my YouTube videos, I never show people how to run electrical wires, because I'm not a licensed electrician. This is the 220 line I ran to the garage. I'll show you how I connected it, but not how it's ran. Not the wires, but the pipe underground. So this is the on-off switch. I could check. There's clean oil in there. It was never ran. If you lay it down or angle it sideways, let it sit for 2 days before you put it on, because you got the motor all up in here. And let's see if it goes on. If you see me jump, I'm gonna grab an electrical fire extinguisher. thing is putting out the air. Kind of loud for in the garage. There's people that build stuff to slow it down, and I mean put it through mufflers for the sound, but it is pretty loud in the garage. But it is putting a lot of air out right now. I noticed when it went on, the oil level went lower. It was higher, now it went lower. It said let it run for 30 minutes. So I'm gonna let it run for a while, probably 15, to tell you the truth. Then I'll shut it off because it's kind of loud. But I got the tire machine right there. I got the other tire machine right there. And I needed more air to set the beads. And I got a cheetah to set the low profiles, even though I hate low profiles. And it's just so hard to get to the cheetah. I think my phone's ringing. To get to the cheetah. So either way, I ran the 220 underground from my house, 2 feet down. Through underneath right here. Okay, and then I connected it right there into the box. That's a ground line going from all the way underground. Okay, I reduced it down right here to get 1 inch, and then that's coming from the box right here, 2 feet down. Here's my ground rod right here. That's a ground rod, 2 feet down, 22 feet I dug up, and then I go into the garage right here. So I do have to do some repair right there because I didn't have a circle drill. I mean, it's a circle saw, so I went in right there and then came in through there. All right, either way, that's hooking up Eastwood or a 220 compressor. Oh, let me get you the name of the kit. All right, that is a PowerMate, part number 026187RP, 6 foot, 230 volt, 15 amp power, genuine replacement parts. That's it right there. And it comes with a white, a black, and a green. This Eastwood compressor is 2 hots and a ground. 2 hots and a ground. Make sure that ground is a good ground. And then I went ahead, I wish I had red, but I taped the other wire. It comes no, it comes with 2 wires and a ground. So it comes with a hot, a neutral, and a ground. So I taped black over the neutral because I'm using that neutral as a hot. So it plugs right into the compressor. Pretty loud in the garage if you can't hear me. I'm going to make a 3/4 inch manifold, and majority of the pipe's going to be 3/4 inch coming from that compressor, and wherever it comes out it's going to go down to 1 inch. All right, either way, talk to you later. Subscribe, like, share. YouTube Trev 2323.